Well, we're about the end of Goodyear Boulevard. We are west of all those beautiful buildings. And from here down to Beach Street, they're just modest little homes along the boulevard. 4-lane boulevard with a grassy median. Now down at the end at Beach Street, you can almost see it down there. Maybe a quarter mile. To the right as you come to the dead end, across the street was the International Harvester tractor store. You go get your tractor parts or buy a tractor. And to the left of that building, it's a blank lot right now, was the Boulevard Inn. Now I'm not sure if it was the Goodyear Boulevard Inn or just called the Boulevard Inn. It was kind of a flat top restaurant deal. I don't know if they even had rooms. It's just called the Boulevard Inn. Well, that little restaurant had your burgers and fries, and it was a popular spot for kids on Friday or Saturday night. They'll play the jukebox, sit at the soda fountain, gathering spot out in the parking lot. And these kids in the 50s and 60s would cruise the boulevard in their cars. The older ones that had cars, if you didn't have a car, you just ride your bicycle or hang out on the sidewalk. Friday night, Saturday night, boulevard cruise. Now what's interesting is if you knew somebody, a senior or somebody, junior had a car, and you were just a freshman, you might want to get a ride in that car. That puts you up in the status. If you're riding in the car with a senior on the boulevard Friday night. And now the other thing they did, cruising the boulevard, was high schoolers. They had a system of honking. Now, if you just came down here and didn't know anybody and you honked your horn at somebody and they didn't return the honk, well, that kind of puts you in your place. But people that knew each other, they give them a 5 horn honk, 5 blasts with a horn. And the other guy on the other side of the street would 5 blast back to you. And that was a communication back there. Hey, how you doing? You looking sharp. 5 honks. 5 honks came back. Now, if you were new at it, you maybe give 1 honk or maybe 2. And you might get 2 back. But if you didn't get a horn honk back, they're putting you in your place. They're high-hatting you. Now, big-time seniors with a convertible and a fancy car, been doing this for years. They might give you a 15 honk signal. 15 honks on the horn. Beep, 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 beep. And you get 15 back. Beep, 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 beep. Well, that was high dollar right there. You were the upper crust of the cruisers on the boulevard Friday night. So it must have been quite a scene here in the 50s and 60s. I talked to a lady, well, we used to do that in the 80s. Not so much these days. Cruise the boulevard Friday night, 10 o'clock. It's pretty empty, pretty quiet. We're going to show you one more thing over at the high school, and we'll wrap this episode up. Chapter 2, Picayune Small Town.